How do you create a bridge that mobs will not cross? Hello everybody and welcome to OMG Craft. I'm your host, OMG Chad. If I sound a little bit sick, it's because I am a little bit sick. I just came back from PAX South and I got some sort of con crud going on. By the way, if you want to see some of the PAX South videos I did, head on over to youtube.com/reedpopofficial. That's R-E-E-D Pop Official to see the videos that I did while at PAX South. Now on to today's episode, which is an email sent by Ryan. How do you make a bridge that only players can walk on? I'm in my survival world with my bridge. Mobs keep running across it, so I have to keep attacking. It would be very helpful. Thanks, Ryan. So let me show you a few techniques on how to build a bridge that mobs don't know how to walk across. So here we are inside of a creative world. And I have this sort of pit set up right here so that mobs cannot go through. And then I have glass on either side just to make sure that, I was getting kind of tired of punching out blocks. So I ended up throwing some blocks on either side to make sure that they would have to use the pit to get from one side to the other. They couldn't just go through these blocks on the side. So all of these techniques, well, most of these techniques are using the mob's internal system to trick it into thinking that it cannot go over an area. And then there's also one system that is just basically built into Minecraft, which is removing a block so that the mobs couldn't walk over. But you can see each of these bridges you can walk across quite easily. And I'll explain what each one does individually. So you can easily walk across without any issues. You can also stop on each of these bridges. There was one bridge technique that I saw, which I will just quickly highlight here, but I am not going, I wouldn't recommend it for a few reasons. This was another bridge, oops, no, sign not required. Oh my gosh, sign, go away. Here we go. This is one bridge technique, but you do have to be moving across it at all times. If you stop, there's a chance that you could fall through. The first one, as you can see, has ladders on the bottom and then carpet on the top. Now, the downside to this is you do need this sort of setup where you have a row of solid blocks to put the ladders on and then some sort of wall to make sure that the mobs don't actually pass over this and just use the solid blocks. And you could even do this without carpet, but the carpet is there just to make it convenient. What's happening here is the very top of ladders, you can actually just walk across. But when you get to this, it gets a little bit finicky. You kind of have to shift so you can make your way over. It just makes it much simpler if you put down carpet. Carpet is a really, really cool block in Minecraft. I almost wouldn't even call it a block. It's more like a slice of a block. But it's a really cool thing because mobs, they look at the block underneath the carpet to see if they can walk on top of that. They don't actually look at the carpet itself. So you can use that to your advantage by placing a block down that mobs do not think that they can walk across. And in this case, that's ladders. You're going to see this technique coming up in just a few more, but let's just head down the row. Next we have new to 1.9 is the end rods. Mobs do not see, this is new to me, I wanted to test it. I haven't seen anyone notice this, but mobs will not recognize this as a way to walk. Now, I'm going to show this off again, and you will see a lot of times mobs will step on these blocks and then reorient themselves. With all of these mobs, the mob AI now will aim for whoever they are aiming for. So like this villager right here. And they will just continue to walk in that direction, whether or not they can. You'll actually notice that if you have a villager, say right here, and a zombie right here on the other side, that they will just try to walk even though they can't. So you'll see that with all of these bridges is that the zombie will try, or whatever mob, any mob at all, will try to walk towards the thing, but all you have to do is step just off to the side and they will aim directly towards you and fall into the void. So these end rods are not an item that the zombie thinks, or the mob, I keep saying zombie, but any mob doesn't realize that it can or can't walk on it. And so you just saw that right there. Next is these trapdoors. Now you might think, of course, trapdoors, but in the current version of Minecraft, you cannot connect trapdoors to other trapdoors. So you couldn't do something like this in the previous version. You had to have a solid block for it to stand on. So now we can actually use trapdoors as a trapdoor bridge and open up a block. Oh, goodbye. And open up one of these trapdoors so that mobs cannot walk across it, which is really cool. And on top of that, the AI here, I'm sorry, buddy. The AI does not see this trapdoor as a block that it can use. By the way, if you want to see what it looks like when the AI thinks that there is a block that it can use, let's not use sand because that would be silly. If we just throw down this cobblestone area, throw down a zombie, he's going to aim for the cobble and not fall off on either side. You saw that he stopped. Get away from my villager. So that is what we are trying to avoid. And these trapdoors do that technique of them not thinking that they can walk on this block. The next block is really cool, and I love this, and I've shown this off in a previous video, and that is using string to support the carpet on top of it. It makes it look very slick. String is very hard to see from far away, so it looks like you just have a carpet pathway unless you're actually staring at the string. String does have a nice hitbox, so you can easily see where you are going to place your string before you place it. So using string as a support for your carpet is great. It's fantastic. And then finally is signs, and I also showed this off in a previous episode of OMG Craft. Signs will do the same technique that string does to support the carpet above it without actually there being a block that the mob can see and use. So those are 5 different bridge techniques in order to make sure that mobs cannot get to you on the other side of your bridge. I hope you found this useful. If you want to catch future episodes of OMG Craft, make sure you subscribe. YouTube.com/OMGCraft. That's also where you can find all of our old videos as well. Did you like this video? Leave a like, leave a comment down below letting me know your thoughts all about it, and I will see you next time on OMG Craft. Bye!